July 24th, 1998. The date is inconsequential, for time seemed to lose all meaning in the abysmal depths. It began as a simple scuba diving expedition, an adventure that I had eagerly anticipated. The sun sparkled on the surface of the water as I descended into the fathomless darkness, the pressure of the ocean embracing me like a suffocating shroud. The world beneath the waves was unlike anything I had ever imagined. Bioluminescent creatures danced before my eyes, casting an ethereal glow over the jagged rocks and swirling seaweed. It was a mesmerising spectacle, a glimpse into a world that remained hidden from the eyes of most. But the enchantment was short-lived. A feeling of unease began to gnaw at me, a primal instinct that something was amiss. The water seemed to grow colder, more oppressive, as if the very depths were conspiring against my presence. I brushed aside the unease, attributing it to the isolation and the unfamiliarity of my surroundings. And then I heard it, the faintest whisper of movement, a soft disturbance that cut through the silence like a blade. My heart quickened its pace, and I turned my head, searching for the source of the disturbance. What I saw froze the blood in my veins. A shadowy figure loomed in the distance, its elongated form an unnatural silhouette against my dark expanse. My flashlight beam revealed only fragments of its features, a glimpse of scales that seemed to absorb the feeble light, eyes that gleamed with an otherworldly malevolence. Panic surged through me, a primal fear that gripped my very core. I knew instinctively that this was a creature not of this world, a predator of the abyss that had never encountered a human before. Its movements were deliberate, calculated, as it circled me with a predatory curiosity that sent shivers down my spine. I tried to steady my breathing, to appear non-threatening, but the creature's gaze bore into me like a vice. My heart raced, and I felt the weight of the ocean pressing down on me, a reminder of my vulnerability in this hostile environment. I was an intruder, an unwelcome guest in a world that belonged to creatures of unfathomable power. With a sudden burst of movement, the creature closed the distance between us, its teeth gleaming like daggers. Panic seized me and I kicked against the water, desperate to escape the advancing horror. But my movements only seemed to incite its curiosity, and it pursued me with relentless determination. The abyss seemed to close in around me, a suffocating void that threatened to swallow me whole. My oxygen supply dwindled, each gasp of air a precious commodity that I could not afford to squander. The creature weaved through the water, a relentless pursuer that seemed to anticipate my every move. As I swam, I searched for an escape, a sanctuary from the terror that pursued me. And then a narrow crevice appeared before me, a rocky passage that promised a temporary respite. With a surge of adrenaline, I swam towards it, the rocks scraping against my equipment as I squeezed into the narrow opening. I held my breath, my heart pounding in my chest as the creature hovered just outside the crevice. Its eyes bore into me, a silent challenge that spoke of an intelligence beyond my comprehension. For agonizing moments, we remained locked in a silent standoff, the abysmal depths serving as the backdrop to our primal struggle. And then, as abruptly as it had appeared, the creature turned and vanished into darkness. I exhaled a breath I hadn't realized I was holding, the sound swallowed by the vastness of the ocean. My body trembled and I remained in the crevice for what felt like an eternity, gathering my wits and summoning the courage to continue my ascent. With each stroke towards the surface, I felt a renewed appreciation for the light of the sun, the embrace of the open air. The encounter with the abysmal creature had left an indelible mark on my psyche, a chilling reminder that there are depths of terror lurking beneath the waves that no human should ever have to encounter.